virtual coach, and I'm here with just a few minutes of practical wisdom to help you to pause and continue to maximize your personal and your leadership impact. Have you ever come up with what you thought was a brilliant idea at work? It's either an idea or a concept, only to have it fall flat, be dismissed, and be ignored? And it wasn't because of your lack of influencing or presentation skills or even your personal credibility. They just didn't like the idea or didn't see it as relevant. I'm sure that's happened because it's happened to all of us. And what usually happens is that you forget the whole thing, you move on, you get over it. But what if a year later something happens that makes you want to pull your hair out and scream, "What the expletive, but I told you that already"? Let's assume an expensive consultant comes in and makes a presentation of a recommendation of what the company should do, and it's the exact idea that you had presented a year later. Only now, the suggestion is heralded as brilliant and the perfect thing to do. It's maddening, isn't it? Talk about disengaging and frustrated when you don't feel heard and when your idea is repeated by someone else and then all of a sudden it's this great idea. Yep, we've all been there. So in this episode, I want to give you a few things to remember about people and about change to help you maintain your sanity and perspective when your really great ideas or your advice don't feel appreciated or validated. The first thing to remember is that it takes time for someone to understand something new and something that creates a new and different reality. Remember, when someone is confronted with something new and unfamiliar, they don't necessarily see the future state that you do. They haven't thought through the new reality or even the steps to get there like you have. The second thing to remember is that it really has nothing to do with you personally. Assuming that you did a great job presenting and you have strong influence skills and that people trust you, when someone doesn't respond to an idea or a concept you bring up, it usually has nothing to do with you or it doesn't make it a bad idea. Something innovative, new, and different can easily be misunderstood and unfamiliar. It is very possible that the people or the person you presented it to just didn't get it at the time. And to keep along this same vein, the third thing to remember is very similar. Your idea just may have been ahead of its time. Your idea may have sparked a thought that was seemingly dismissed, but it just needed time to ruminate more. It takes time for a spark to ignite, if you've ever lit a fire, right? You may have ignited a fire that didn't burn until the consultant mentioned the same idea a year later. Maybe the coals just needed to warm up before they could fully ignite into a fire. I know it's hard to internalize this and what I'm going to say, but if you're constantly seeking external validation and credit for your advice, your ideas, and your contributions, you're going to be frequently disappointed and frustrated. Instead of depending on others to provide you the assurance that you're making a meaningful and worthy contribution, be clear about what you contribute. Keep thinking, keep growing, and keep serving. And you know what? It's okay if the consultant was the one who caused the idea to actually ignite into a fire. You know where that transformation spark came from. Don't let the fire burn you. And keep lighting those sparks. Thanks for watching. And always remember this. Every single moment you have a choice in what you say, what you do, and how you make people feel. Pause and choose wisely, because those choices each and every moment are who you become.